Welcome to Savi YouTube channel, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. Myself, Venkatesh Ayam, Associate Professor in the Department of ECE. I am the course coordinator for the subject Engineering Statistics and Linear Algebra. In this lecture video, we are going to discuss module number 3, Random Processes. In the last two modules, that is in module number 1, that is single random variables, and module number 2, multiple random variables, we have discussed many parameters related to single and multiple random variables. In this lecture video, we are going to discuss on module number 3 in the syllabus, that is random processes. We define random processes as a random variable which is a function of time. So any random variables which are functions of time are called as random processes. This particular module is very important while analyzing the mathematical modeling of noise in a communication system. That is, when the signal is radiated into the free space, we don't know the behavior of the noise that is going to be added with the signal that is radiated into the free space. So we collect the collection of all the noise signals as a functions of time, and that noises which are functions of time are considered as random process. Some of the topics which are going to discuss in this particular module are: first topic is the ensemble average, the second one is the PDF of random process, then we discuss on independence of random process, then we also discuss on some of the expectation parameters on the random process, and we also discuss some of the stationarity, that is Whitestein's stationary and Strict-Stein's stationary for the random process, and we'll also discuss on some of the correlation functions related to random process. So it can be same type of random process or it can be different type of random process. If the random process are are of same type, then we call that correlations as autocorrelation function. Otherwise, if we collect the random process from different experiments, then we can relate that by using cross correlation function. Then we also discuss on ergodic random process, and we also discuss on one of the very important parameter in the communication system, power spectral densities, so which is very essential while analyzing the signals to noise ratio in any communication system. And we also discuss on some of the linear systems. So these linear systems are mainly important while analyzing any amplifier section or any voltage amplifiers or any filters in communication system. And finally, we are going to solve some of the practical examples related to the noise in communication system. Well, we'll move on to the first topic in module number 3, that is random process, introduction to the chapter, the random process. Now we define the random process like this: a random variable that is a function of one independent variable is called as random process. For example, if I indicate x of t as a random process, then in the symbol x of t, here capital X is the random variable and t is a independent variable. So now the random variable x is a function of time, so we call x of t as a random process. The random process is also named as non-deterministic, or one more name is stochastic process, because we don't know the behavior of the random signal. That is why the signal estimation is very difficult, and the determining the value of the random process is very difficult, so it is called as non-deterministic signal. And in many of the standard subjects, they use instead of the names the random process, they used stochastic processes as one more alternative name for the random processes. Some of the practical examples for random process are: the first one, all musical signals that are transmitted by a radio station. Second one is all sequence of bits in a digital communication. Next one is the all human speech signals. Fourth one is the weather pattern change in space as well as time. So all these four examples we considered as a random process because all the four examples are depending on the time. So with respect to time, the behavior of the signals also it varies. So these four are considered as some of the practical examples of the random process. Now, so these random process can be a function of one, two or more independent variables. So accordingly, so we can indicate the notations like this. If the random variable is a function of single variable, then we can indicate the random processes as x of t, so which is a function of one independent variable t. So let x be the function of two independent parameters t and u. Then we can indicate this random process as x of t comma u. So in this case, the random variable x is a function of two variables, that is, one is the time, other one is the u. So this is a function of two independent variables. Let the random variable x is a function of three different variables, that is t, u and v. Then we can indicate this random process as x of t comma u comma v. So this function also, it is a random process which are depending on three parameters t, u and v. So in this particular module, so we restrict random process to functions of single or maximum two independent variables. Well, we'll move on to the next topic in this module, that is ensemble. So we define ensemble like this. The collection of all possible sample functions is called as ensemble for random process. So I repeat, the collection of all possible sample functions is called ensemble for random process. Example, let x1 of t, x2 of t, x3 of t up to xn of t represents the portions of n sample functions of a nice random process, that is x of t. Then we can collect the ensemble for this particular noise, that is random process x of t, as ensemble of x of t equal to, so it is a collection of, or it is a group of x1 of t, x2 of t, x3 of t up to xn of t. So it is collection of, so any number of sample functions of any single random process x of t. So in this figure we have shown, we have collected three noise signals x of t at various instants of the times. See, so we have considered x1 of t, x2 of t, x3 of t and so on up to we can take xn of t. So these are some of the sample portions of the noise signals. So we can see the behavior of these noise signals with respect to time, they are varying non-deterministically. So therefore, so if I collect a portion of x1, the portion of x2, portion of x3, so on up to a portion of xn between the interval of time 0 to t, then if I collect or if I group this, then I'll get the ensemble for the random process x of t of all noise recordings. So like this, so this after recording these ensembles, then we can move on to analyze these particular elements. So by using some of the mathematical models which are very helpful for analyzing the behavior of the noise signal for communication system. Well, we'll consider a few more examples. So the random process may vary one from another in some non-deterministic or random fashion. So we can indicate single random process by either x of t or y of t or z of t, etc.